कंडीशन में होना चाहिए। ओके, आपको वहाँ पे स्किप नहीं करना, क्योंकि आज आपको यहाँ से बहुत कुछ सीखने वाला है। एंड ऑल द न्यू पीपल जो आज पहली बार इस ट्रेनिंग में आए हैं और जो आज पहली बार आज के गेस्ट स्पीकर को सुन रहे हैं, आई एम टेलिंग यू, आज की तारीख को आप बोल्ड अक्षरों में अपने नोटबुक के ऊपर लिख लीजिए, बिकॉज आज की जो ट्रेनिंग है ये आपके लाइफ का टर्निंग पॉइंट हो सकता है, आपके हर्बलाइफ करियर का स्टेपिंग स्टोन हो सकता है, आपके हर्बलाइफ करियर का ओके एक इंपॉर्टेंट माइलस्टोन हो सकता है। एंड आई फील सो ऑनर्ड, आई फील सो प्रिविलेज, आई फील सो ब्लेस्ड कि आज मैं उनको एज ए एमसी यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट करने वाला हूँ। ओके, और उनके ही व्यक्तित्व में मैं कुछ पंक्तियां, कुछ लाइंस मैं आपके सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहा हूं। ओके, अंगूर पिघलता है तो शराब हो जाती है, अंगूर पिघलता है तो शराब हो जाती है, चिंगारी फड़कती है तो आफताब हो जाती है। जब सुनते हैं नाम डेविड सर का, जब सुनते हैं किस्सा उनकी सैक्रिफाइस और अचीवमेंट का, कॉन्फिडेंस हर्बलाइफ का बढ़ जाता है, कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है हर्बलाइफ करने को। सो ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज हेल्प मी इनवाइट टुडेज गेस्ट स्पीकर, जो पिछले 25 साल से और यू कैन से जिनके पास मोर देन 25 इयर्स का रिच एक्सपीरियंस है।
चंदन,
उनके पास सर
बोलिए। आई एम सॉरी, बिफोर यू इनवाइट आवर गेस्ट स्पीकर, जस्ट वन मोर, मैंने आपको चैट भेजा था, आपने पढ़ा नहीं। वी हैव क्रॉस्ड 1000 नंबर्स एंड हमने YouTube लिंक दी है फॉर ऑल द पीपल हु कैन नॉट ज्वाइन आफ्टर 1000। तो प्लीज सब लोग चैट में की लिंक कॉपी कर लीजिए। ओके, चैट में हम लोग लिंक फॉरवर्ड कर रहे हैं YouTube की, उस लिंक को कॉपी कर लीजिए। अगर आप बाय एनी चांस ड्रॉप आउट हो जाते हैं और आप वापस ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहे, या आपके बुलाए हुए कोई एसोसिएट ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहे, तो उनको आप YouTube लिंक दीजिए ताकि वो YouTube लिंक से ये ट्रेनिंग को लाइव देख सकते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच। बैक टू यू चंदन।
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I missed that message. Thank you, sir. Okay, so guys, all of you, please help me invite our today's guest speaker, Jinke Pass, okay, who has got a rich experience of 25 plus years in Herbalife, and he has got such a large organization of 2,25,000 associates, जिनमें से 18 president teams इनके अंदर है, 11 times वो कंपनी के फाउंडर से उन्होंने ट्रेनिंग ली है, 11 टाइम्स, मल्टी सिटी, मल्टी स्टेट, मल्टी कंट्रीज आज उनका बिजनेस है। गाइस, प्लीज हेल्प मी, प्लीज हेल्प मी, प्लीज हेल्प मी इनवाइट द गेस्ट स्पीकर ऑफ टुडे, 15K इंटरनेशनल एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रेसिडेंट टीम, मिस्टर डेविड सोलोमन।
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Chandan, for inviting me. Thank you so much. This is so exciting, really. First of all, to see so many excited people on this call, in this training. That's already a strong part from your side to make sure my training is going to be great. So that's really exciting. So congratulations to all of you for crossing 1,000 numbers, and people are still joining on the YouTube link. That is unbelievable. That's great. So I'm really excited about today's training because I've got so many things I want to give you guys in the whatever time I have, because I know we have so many new associates in today's training. We have so many brand new supervisors in today's training and so many qualifiers. So I want to make sure that in my training, I cover up topics that will relate to every single one of you as much as possible. Now, before I go into my story, which I'm going to start today's training with, I just want to give you one big tip. You know, one big tip I've learned in my 25 years, and I've seen this happen every single time. And I want to give you the first tip before I even go into my story. How many of you would love to see serious growth in your business? How many of you would love to see growth start now? You want, if you're a brand new associate or a brand new supervisor, you want your growth to start now. You don't want to delay. So I'll give you the biggest tip I can give you. Write this down. Write this down. Replace your ego with teachability. As a new associate, a new supervisor, replace your ego with teachability. It took me 10 days when I joined Herbalife, 10 days to start using the products. For 10 days, my first 10 days in this amazing opportunity, my ego guided me what to do. Not my teachability, because from the first day I joined this amazing company, they said from stage, you have to use the products. You have to use the entire range of products. But I didn't start using the products only on the 11th day. You know why? Because my ego was guiding me, not my teachability. I joined this opportunity to make an extra 15, 20, 25,000, even though I was not a success in life. And you will see my background, you'll see my story, right? Even though I had no results, positive results in life, I still had ego. Can you imagine? No money in the bank, no savings, no beautiful car, but I know. They said, you need to use the products. And I'm saying, no, I don't need to. These products are for overweight people. This is not for people like me who are athletes, who exercise every single day. So when I started the business, my ego guided me what to do in this business. And many times, a lot of educated people join this business. A lot of smart, intelligent people join the business. And that's amazing. And we are very happy. We don't want, we want smart people. We want clever people. We want intelligent people because, we want to increase the amount of people that understand the vision of becoming successful, of building a successful business. But on the other hand, every one of us comes with a load of our past. Sometimes we are graduates and we have this degree and that degree, and we think, okay, I know, and I know this, and I'm a nutritionist, and I'm a doctor, and I've done this, and my family has done this, and I've done business. And the bottom line question is always, kitna lasma? Kitna? You have to think about it, because that's who you really are at this moment. Whatever you think you are, whatever you think you know, has created your lifestyle and income. And this is something you need to accept in every training you start attending as a brand new person in this opportunity, because ego can be a serious delay in your success. A serious delay. When your sponsor says you have to attend this training, you can't miss the next training, you can't miss the University of Success, you can't miss the supervisor school, you can't even afford to think about not attending the next supervisor school, and you go home and you say, I'll think about it. You just killed your own future. You just delayed the beginning of your success because you are allowing your ego to take decisions, not common sense. Because common sense would never say, I need to think about it when my bank balance is not that great. There is nothing to think about. I can't think about how to make money. If I knew how to make money, I would have been already successful before I joined Herbalife, wouldn't you? If you knew what is right for you to do to make great incomes in life, you would already have a fat bank balance. You would already have beautiful cars in the parking. You would already be living in a beautiful flat right now with enough money to live a great lifestyle in the future. But if you don't, it doesn't matter what degrees and certificates you have in your drawer, with all due respect, because you now have joined a company that has been proven for 41 years in 94 countries for changing people's lives for the better. Your way of thinking right now in this business has no weight, has no value. Now, if you are getting a bit upset from what I'm saying, it's because you are using your ego in front of you instead of your teachability. If your teachability was now in front, you would be taking notes. You would be writing, say, yeah, that's true. My bank balance doesn't look that great. The way where I live doesn't look that great. What I drive every day isn't that great. What I've done in the last 5 years isn't that great. That means the way I think about finance isn't that great. So I should not use my brain as ego to take decisions for my future from now on. So this is a huge tip that I didn't get when I joined the company 25 years ago, and I allowed my ego to take a lot of wrong decisions in my beginning by not using the products in the first 10 days, not really doing what I was told, and it delayed my success. It delayed results. I was told that I need to be someone who talks to this many people every single day. I didn't do it. I had my excuses, I had my reasons, but I didn't do it. So the time it took me to improve the skill of the presentation was longer than usual. Other people in their second month could already do presentation and build a strong customer base. It took me so many months. Only in my 4th month, I got my first customer. Not because it was difficult. It was because my ego was guiding. My ego was telling me, yeah, that training sounds good, but I'll do it next month. I'll attend the training next month. I'll talk to people tomorrow. I will qualify next month. Yeah, that's good, but I want to go slow and sure. You know, I was letting my brain, David Solomon's brain, before joining this amazing opportunity, who achieved nothing great financially in life, to take decisions for the rest of my life. That was the worst thing to do for my future. Luckily, my ego got replaced quite quickly in the beginning of the business. And that was when I attended my first supervisor school. So let me go straight away into my story to share with you a bit of my story. And just to share with you what I went through, which is going to be part of the training, right? My training is not going to start after my story. My training is with my story, right? So you want to take down notes throughout my story. And this is me. You can see me there on the left when I'm 9, 10 years old, when I started martial arts. I come from a very educated Indian family. My father was a pilot in the Indian Air Force, became a psychologist. My mom was a doctor in India, very educated family. But unfortunately, no one in my family was ever financially successful. But in spite of that, they were very strong in education, very adamant about going to school and passing the exams. And here comes David Solomon, the big badmash of the family. And I was really a bad student. I hardly finished high school, but I loved martial arts. And I went into martial arts. I became a champion, a junior champion, then adult champion. Then I took a few championships in a row. I opened my own club. I started taking it even more seriously. I decided to make it my profession. I decided to start competitions. I went into competitions and won a few competitions, broke some of my bones, dislocated my jaw. But in spite of all the pain, I loved it. Why did I love it so much? Because it was something I was passionate about. But after 20 years in martial arts, I had no money in the bank. I was not driving a beautiful car. I was driving a third-hand car that was breaking down every second day. I had no savings. I was miserable. I was miserable because I wanted to turn my passion to martial arts into lifestyle. I wanted to enjoy my lifestyle thanks for being good in martial arts. And I couldn't get it. How can you be good at something so good, where you are a national champion, where you years and years and years you practice, and after 20 years you are struggling? How is that possible? And then I learned my first lesson in life. My martial art teacher was 35 years a master in martial arts, and he was driving a second-hand car. And that's where I learned my first lesson in life. And you want to write this down. You learn from poor people, you will be poor. It doesn't matter the profession. It doesn't matter what you learn. It doesn't matter the subject. But if you learn from poor people, you're going to be poor. You can't learn from the poor how to be successful. You can't learn from the poor how to be rich. There's no common sense there. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand that. It's just pure common sense. But no rich people are willing to teach poor people or people who are struggling in life. How many people have you met that are very successful that are willing to teach you and me just because we want to make more money? There's no such thing. It doesn't work in life. Have you ever been in a school in India or anywhere in the world where all the teachers are rich? It doesn't work like that. Their salaries will be in crores per year. It's not possible. That means the students have to be rich already. So what we have is an institute of schools all around the world for the poor, to teach us how to survive in life. And that's fine for many people, but it wasn't fine for me. I was not willing to be satisfied with having an average life. And that's the reason I was hoping that martial arts will be that solution, but it wasn't. And unfortunately, I had to give up on martial arts, and I started doing these physical jobs, 18 hours a day. I started with 1 job and 2 jobs, and then 3 jobs, 18 hours, 5 in the morning, 11 o'clock at night, 6 days a week. 5.5 years, I worked like a dog, and I accepted it. That's the worst thing. When someone works really hard in life for a small, lousy salary, and they accept it, that is the worst part, because you know they've given up. When someone says, no, I have a job, I'm working in this company and that company, 30,000, it's not great, but it's okay. When someone talks like that, you know they have given up on life. They have given up on themselves. They have no desire to do more. And that's so sad, right? But I wasn't like that. And I'm guessing that if you are in today's training, you are not like that. Otherwise, you would have not joined this company. Otherwise, you would have not taken a commitment to be in this 2-hour training. You maybe would have found something else to do, right? So you are also not happy with that kind of a situation of just giving up or just accepting that that's how life is. We have to work hard for a small income and be satisfied with what we get. No, that's not fair. If there is an opportunity, why not take advantage of it? So I did this for 5.5 years, accepted it, and then my lucky day came. I walked into a local supermarket and I met my angel in this business. Like every one of you has your angel, the one who introduced you to this amazing company. Her name is Ita. She was in a local supermarket choosing fruits, choosing oranges. I saw the button, lose weight now button. I asked her about the button. She told me a few things and she invited me to a business orientation program. That means to a business presentation. And I remember I was thinking, how will I go to the business presentation? It's evening time and that was my night shift. But I couldn't tell it to her because I was the one looking for opportunity. How could I give excuses to someone who is offering me an opportunity? It doesn't make sense. Sometimes I have new associates who talk to me and they say, David, I want to attend the training, but I can't make it because I've got this happening and I've got this. Like they're doing me a favor for attending the training. Don't attend the training. Have another 5 miserable years. Don't attend the training. I'm going to be in the training. You don't have to give me excuses when I am offering you an opportunity. You understand? So when I was introduced to this amazing company 25 years ago, and my sponsor said, tomorrow evening, there is a presentation at 8 p.m. You need to be in this place. The first thing came to my mind was, but I'm working. I've got a job till 11 o'clock at night. I've never taken a day off. But I was fed up and miserable, earning a lousy, disgusting salary, living like a beggar. I was humiliated. So what will I give? More excuses to this lady who's offering me opportunity? I didn't say a word. I said, thank you so much. I took the address and I attended my first presentation. And I remember when I attended my first presentation, I was not impressed. I was not. Because there was music going on and clapping going on. And it looked weird. It looked different. People were too happy. I was not used to it. I was not happy. How can you be happy when you're working so hard for a lousy salary? Where you're going by public transportation? Where you have to eat cheap food because that's all you have in the pocket, where you have to wear cheap clothes from Big Bazaar all the time because you don't have enough money in the pocket. How can you be happy? You can't be happy and excited. So I was a very negative guest. I was sitting in the room with a negative attitude, thinking, what is wrong in this presentation? This is not for me. Why are you clapping so loud? I was looking at people and hinting them to stop clapping. That's how I was behaving, right? And then the last speaker comes up on stage and he says, guys, for all of you that are here for the first time, imagine that everything you heard today is true. Imagine everything that you heard today is true and you don't join this company. And I'm thinking, what if everything I heard is true and I don't join? I will miss out the biggest opportunity of my life. Because if this is true, a guy like me that you see in the picture now has a better chance to live a better life. Because in a job, I understood there is no chance. Because my salary, no matter what job I do, if it's a physical job or office job or any job I do, my salary is never going to double. It's never going to triple. I understood that. Common sense. I might not be the most educated guy, but I have common sense, right? I understood 5 years from now, my salary is not going to be 5 times more, 10 times. No, it's just going to be increased just a bit more just to keep me in my job. It's not going to be increased because the boss is so generous and he wants me to have a lifestyle life with my family. No, my boss will increase my salary just to keep me in that job, just enough for me to come back on Monday. I understood the psychology of being an employee. I understood it, but I didn't want to be part of it for life. So the reason I joined the company was not because I thought I can do this business. It was not because I said, wow, I'll have to sell products. I was excited. Not at all. Nutrition, wow, I'm perfect. I am nutritionist. No, I was ignorant about nutrition, ignorant about business, never sold anything in my life, had no money in the pocket, nothing. But the reason I joined was because what if everything I heard is true and it's happening to so many different type of people and it can happen to me? Because if they can learn how to do it, I can learn how to do it. If she can learn how to do it, I can learn how to do it. Because I know what it means to be a student. I was a student of martial arts. When I joined, I was the skinny, small boy who was beaten up every day in school. And then 4 years later, I was a national junior champion. That means doesn't matter who I am or how I start, if I have the right teachers, I can become a champion if it's something that I want to learn. So why not become good in this business if I have the right teachers? And the second thing that attracted me in this company, when I heard the type of teachers you get in this business, that is what got me. Because I learned this in martial arts, and you want to write this down. No such thing as bad student. No such thing as wrong student. Just wrong teacher. No such thing as wrong student. Just wrong teacher. Not bad teacher. Wrong. No such thing as a bad teacher anyhow. All teachers are great. If someone is agreeing to be a teacher in life, they have to have some great personality. They have to be someone who's very generous, wants to share with others, and willing to do that, earning a very low salary, right? We know salaries of teachers are very low. But so it doesn't mean they're bad. But if I want to be a mathematician, I need a maths teacher. If I want to be a historian, I need a history teacher. But what if I want to become successful? I need a successful teacher, common sense. Now, in whose school am I going to find a successful teacher? All my teachers in school came on beep, beep. This is how my teachers came. How did your teachers come to school? BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar. How they came to school? Some of them came by bus. Some of them walked. They walked to school because they lived just a few blocks. For what to buy car? For what to buy bike and walk? Save money. This is the philosophy of people that I have to listen to for the next 12 years to build a better future. And people wondering why only 3% of the population of the world have money. Is because the other rest live the life of the people they learned from. So for me, when I was introduced to this opportunity, I joined the company not because I said, wow, this is exactly for me. No. I joined because I saw opportunity. I saw a chance for this guy you see in the slides to maybe have a chance to have a better life. That is why I joined. Because if they are willing to teach me, people who are successful, people who showed their checks, people who showed their pictures of their cars, and when I went down at the end of the presentation, I saw the same cars in the parking lot. And if these guys that own those cars and own those incomes are willing to teach a nobody like me, I'm in. I'm in. What is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 to pay for the fee and for the FSSI? That's all nonsense. People pay 2, 3, 4 lakh to go to university to learn from poor people. To pay 1, 2, 3,000 just to get my registration, that's going to be my challenge. That means I don't deserve success. So I completed my formalities. I was excited about the opportunity. And I joined the company, and then the next day I came to my first training called the business seminar, something similar to today, but of course an offline training with around 30 people in the room. And the training starts, and this guy comes up on stage and he says, you know, my name is Aryeh Baratz, and before Herbalife I was nothing, and I had nothing, and I never earned anything, and today I am somebody and I have some things and my last month income, and he put a check of 10 lakh on the screen. And I'm sitting there, a guy who works 18 hours a day for 35,000 rupees a month for 5.5 years like a dog. And this guy puts a check of 10 lakh a month, and he's talking so slowly, so simple. And he's saying, I was nobody. And he was showing pictures of him picking boxes in this factory before Herbalife. And now he's making 10 lakh a month. And he said, I'm going to teach you today what to do to change your life forever. And I'm sitting there, I was in shock, because for the first time in my life, a successful person said, I'm going to teach you how to become successful. All my life, poor people said to me that. Poor people told me, David, I will teach you how to become successful. That's why I had even more problems financially, because poor people were teaching me. My family, my teachers in school, my friends, people who were struggling. First time in my life, our actual successful person is standing in front and saying, I'm going to teach you guys in the next 2 hours how to become successful. If you do what I tell you, you'll change your life forever. And he started talking about the products and the importance of using the products. And of course, I told you my ego was in front of me. So my ego was listening, and my ego was saying, nah, I don't need to use these products. These products are not that good. This is for overweight people. And he was saying, you have to take this. And then I saw the tablets and he made the shake on the stage. And I'm thinking, I'm never going to use that powder. Well, I'm crazy. No, but all the nutrients and vitamins and minerals you get from normal food, right? I was talking like I'm some genius nutritionist from UCLA. I was an ignorant guy who understood nothing, but a lot of ego. So I was sitting there in the front and he's explaining how important it is to use these products, but I was not taking in anything. And then he said, let me show you how we make money in this business. And then he explained the basic idea of the business. By building a customer base, you make retail money, you can build a huge customer base and earn amazing cash, daily cash every single day, just by sharing your results and other people's results on the products. And you have to take care of them, you do follow-up, you do service, just like a normal business. You service people. The more people you service and help them get results, the more money you make. The second thing you can do is you can duplicate yourself. You introduce people to the business, you teach them what you do. You use the product, you share the results, your results, people's results, build the customer base, make sure you do follow-up, make sure they get results, and over and over and over. So when you start duplicating yourself, you start earning different types of incomes in the company. Why does the company pay you all these incomes? Because thanks to you, thanks to me, or thanks to you, more and more people are using the products. Because I understood the concept that I cannot take care of 500 customers. I cannot take care of 1,000 customers. I can take care of 10, 15, 20 at that time, working 18 hours a day in my physical jobs. But I can introduce people every day to the company and I can teach them to do the same. And if they start building their customer base, now, thanks to me, more people are using Herbalife products. I'm getting results. On those customers, the company is going to pay me commissions every single month. So I got these two basic concepts of the opportunity. And that's when I got really excited. And then the last 30 minutes, he was promoting this training. And he was talking about this training it's a life-changing training. And you have to do it and this and that. And that's how he joined. And that's how people become successful, because we have a thing in Herbalife that is called, write this down, Training of the Rich. Right? I love that name. I was a brand new associate just like you 25 years ago. This was on the 24th of March, 96. 24th of March, 96. I'm sitting in this business seminar just last month, 25 years ago. And this guy says, you know, you won't believe it. This is the training of the rich. And every one of you next month has a chance, has an opportunity to be in one of the best ever training of the rich. And you can change your life forever. All you need to do is make sure you complete your supervisor before the end of the month. And at that time, I didn't even know what supervisor means. I didn't know what the qualification is. But here's what I took a decision for. I said, I want to change my life. I didn't want to just increase by 15, 20,000 anymore. After seeing the results, hearing the stories, listening to this leader, I said, I want more. I want to live a better life. I want to earn a great income so I can be a better provider to the people I love. I don't want to live on a budget for the rest of my life. I'm fed up of that. I'm willing to work hard. I'm working hard anyhow. Like a slave, I'm working for 18 hours, earning peanuts. People go and do jobs for 8, 10, 12 hours a day to earn peanuts in life. Imagine the same amount of time you invest there, you invest in building your own financial future. Isn't that smarter? That is called intelligence. Intelligence is not about knowing 2 and 2 is 4. Intelligence is recognizing opportunity. And that's what happened to me. I recognized the opportunity in spite of being a very simple guy. And then he explained how to qualify supervisor, which was a bit of a surprise because I didn't understand the concept of business. But at the end of that training, I remember walking to the bus station, and I'm walking to the bus station and I'm thinking, that's it, I'm qualifying supervisor. I don't care what it takes. I don't care how I do it. I'm qualifying supervisor. And I remember coming home, and the first one who greeted me was my mom. And my mom said, so how was this training? And I said, training is amazing. I'm going to qualify to this level. I've decided and this and that. And my mom asked me the details and I told her. And she said, David, you're going to take us and you're going to take you to the ground. That's what my mom said 25 years ago. And I said, Mom, you have to trust me. If you love me, you trust me, right? And that was the decision. And 2 days later, I was a fully qualified supervisor. I qualified supervisor in my first day, 4 days in the company. Before the end of the month, I completed another level called World Team. I got my first check from the company, still part-time, of 40,000 rupees. Imagine, I'm 7 days in the company. At the end of the month, I get a check of 40,000 rupees. What would you be feeling and thinking at that moment? Right? So whatever you think you're thinking and feeling, exactly that's how I felt. I was dancing, I was clapping, I was willing to put 10 buttons of Herbalife on my jacket at that moment. Because when I saw people with the buttons, I was thinking, this is foolish. This is silly. I will never put a pin or a button. But when I got that 40,000 rupee check, just being a few days in this opportunity, right? I got fully excited, and I had qualified for my first supervisor school. And this is me 25 years ago in my second month in the business as a brand new supervisor. You can see the supervisor pin on my jacket. And I'm there completely shocked. I don't know what's happening. I don't even know who I'm, taking a picture with, because this was before the supervisor school started. So these two guys were standing there. They had bodyguards and people taking pictures. I saw people standing in a queue, so I joined the queue. I was a new supervisor. I can take pictures with these celebrities. I didn't know that the one in the blue was going to do the training. So I stood there. My turn came. I took the picture. And everything was great. And then when I came out from the picture, one of the TAP team members came to me and he said, "You're a new supervisor, right? You're very lucky to take a picture with a guest speaker." I said, "What do you mean guest speaker?" "Yeah, that one in the blue, he's doing the training today." I said, "Wow." And he said, and then they told me the story. The one in the black, his name is Ben Cole. He had been in Herbalife for 5 years. And 5 years he was calling his brother in Israel, Michael Cole, to join this opportunity. And Michael Cole in the blue said, "I don't believe. These companies don't last. This is selling business." He was giving him the same sayings that many ignorant people usually say, which is okay. It's because many people are ignorant about business. They're ignorant about network marketing. They're ignorant about any type of business in general. So Michael Cole for 5 years said, "I don't believe. This doesn't work." And after 5 years, Ben Cole in the black t-shirt sent a picture from US to Israel to Michael Cole of him standing next to a brand new red Ferrari. And he said, "This is my new car. I just wanted you to know, thanks to my Herbalife nutrition income." And Michael Cole picked up the call, immediately called, did an international call to Ben Cole and said, "When is the next meeting in Israel? I want to go and see this company. I want to see this opportunity." Just that you understand, 62% of the entire company today is under this guy in the blue t-shirt. 62% of Herbalife International is under this guy in the blue t-shirt. And when I was standing there as a new supervisor, I didn't even know that. So this was my first supervisor school. Now let me give you my biggest exciting part from my life. This training changed my life forever. Because after my first supervisor school, I understood exactly the opportunity for me in this company. And that's what happens to most successful people in this company. You ask any successful person in this company, what was the turning point in your career? What made you go from not being confident about the business, not really sure it's going to work, to suddenly be so confident, be clear, understand how it's going, and pick up your bit? What was that point, that turning point? 99% will say my first supervisor school. And you guys are so fortunate, because I'm going to show you today 2 amazing supervisor schools that are coming up. You can't even imagine. And I'm so jealous of some of you that are going to take some strong decisions. You're going to complete your qualification before the end of the month, before the training starts, and you're going to be in these events. And 5 years from now, 3 years from now, you're going to be telling a similar story. I came to my first supervisor school. That's how I started. And this is my last month income, right? It's going to be so inspiring. So that's what happened to me. After the supervisor school, I started working still part-time. I did not quit my other jobs. I was still a bit scared. Remember, low self-esteem. My second month was 62,000. Third month was 74,000. In my fourth month, I qualified to go to my first international training and vacation in Barcelona, Spain. You can see me down there in the yellow tie. For the first time in my life, I saw such a huge crowd. That was 25,000 supervisors from Herbalife Europe. This was the first time where I had the chance to see on stage our founder, Mark Hughes, and some of the legends of Herbalife. It was unbelievable. Of course, I've been very fortunate to have been trained by some of the legends in Herbalife, including business philosopher, Mr. Jim Rohn. And of course, I had the chance to be around our founder, Mark Hughes, take a picture, have a dinner, and be trained by this amazing personality a few times, which has a big, big impact on my life. 21 years ago, I decided to shift my life from Israel to India. Being an Indian born and hearing from our founder used to say, before Herbalife India even started, our founder used to say in every training, in every event, one day India will be open to Herbalife Nutrition. One day, Herbalife Nutrition will be a serious part of India. And when that happens, some years later, that country, India, is going to be the #1 country in the world of Herbalife Nutrition. And I was sitting there as a world team member, as a supervisor, world team member in those trainings, and thinking, if India is going to be the #1 country in the world one day, even if I have the smallest piece, it's still going to be a huge piece, right? So I decided to trust our founder, which we always did. And he was always right. Whatever he said came true. And even regarding India, out of 94 countries, at the moment, India is the 3rd fastest growing country in the world. That means we just have 2 more places to be the #1 country in the world, and that's what we are fighting for. So even here, our founder was right. So 21 years ago, I shifted my life completely to India. And you have to understand this. You're a brand new associate, and sometimes as a brand new associate or brand new supervisors, we all have our small challenges. Right? We say, listen, I've got my job and I've got my family and I'm a housewife and I've got this to do and I've got this to do. Listen, you can give excuses as much as you want and you can tell us stories, but the bottom line at the end of the day is, what type of results do you want to have personally, financially in the future? Because excuses are not going to solve any finance problems. They will not. They will just increase the problem. So when I shifted my life to India, I gave up on my comfort zone. I gave up on being around my family every single day. I couldn't speak Hindi. I couldn't speak Marathi. I couldn't speak any Indian language. I have no family, no friends in India. Even today, my entire friendship, all my friends are people who are part of the Herbalife opportunity. Every time I speak to someone who is not in Herbalife, they are someone who is a stranger, that I turn them into either a customer, a friend, or an associate. Right? But I don't have family members where I can just pick up a call and just invite them to a health talk or to a nutrition club. I cannot do that. So I shifted my life coming here, adding struggles and challenges for my life to build the business. Here's the good news for every one of you. You will never have to do that. You are in the best country to build a beautiful future with this opportunity. It's already proven. We are #3 in the world already. Very soon, the 2nd place, and one day the 1st. So we have the best country in the world. You speak the language. You have family, you have friends, you are local, you understand. You can have a beautiful future if you're willing to do the work and you're willing to follow a few points that I'm going to teach you today. I didn't have those advantages. I started my business in India with a lot of disadvantages, including no money. Even though I earned money in my first 3.5, 4 years in Israel, but most of that money went for expenses of my family, debts that I had from my martial art club, and certain things, certain decisions, wrong decisions I took by trying to do the Herbalife business in other countries. I tried, I really wanted to make it happen. And I failed a few times trying to make this happen. Not because the business was difficult, because I added challenges in my life. Every time a new country opened to Herbalife, I traveled to that country and tried to work there. I invested a lot of money and I lost the money. I had to come back, but I never complained because it was my deal. Because I learned this in the beginning in my first supervisor schools. Write this down. Even if you fail 7 times, but you get up 8, you will still succeed. Even if you fail 7 times, but you get up 8 times, you will still succeed. So the first thing is, don't be scared of failing. This is not a job. This is a business. You are working on improving your skills, improving your life, improving your future. Failing is part of success. This is something you need to learn. So this is how I started. This is how I started my business. This is where I lived. This was my flat. Do you see my finger? Where my finger? That's the shower. That is where the water used to come out for me to take shower. Right? I can't do now a tour in my flat, but if you see the flat where I live now, I've got 3 bathtubs. I've got 5 showers. I don't know how to explain to you this. You need to see it once, right? To understand where I live today and the lifestyle I have and the properties I own. But this is how I started. Look at me with a finger. I'm showing you. That's the maximum amount of money not money, I'm thinking about money. Amount of water that can come out from that tap to take a shower. This is how I lived for 11 months in this flat until I couldn't take it anymore and I shifted to something else, which was not that great. Why am I showing you this? Because listen, yes, sometimes we have to go through some challenges and difficult times, but we go through this because we are working on building a better future. And this is how I started. This is my first organization meeting ever that I've done. This is my entire group. This is in Mumbai. In Mumbai, after a few months in the business, my entire associates, entire organization. Today, you've heard from Chandan. There are more than 225,000 associates around the world in the organization under the same ID. But this is how I started. By the way, every single person you see here in the picture quit the business. They all quit. Why? They listened to the wrong people. They gave up. They talked to 4 people about Herbalife. 4 people said, no, we don't believe. No, Herbalife doesn't work. And they believed them. Overweight people told them the products don't work. They believed overweight people. Can you imagine how foolish that is? They believed people who had no money. They believed people who were struggling financially that this is not a good opportunity. They should find a job. And they quit. Can you imagine how sad it is? And the sad part is there are some people in this group you see here that they had some associates in that group that didn't quit. And here's the best part. Some of those associates who didn't quit today are president team members in our organization. And their sponsors, the one who introduced them to Herbalife, are here sitting around here, and they quit the business. What a big mistake, because they couldn't foresee the future. They were so mentally, focused on job. They couldn't understand what it means to build a better future. But that's how I started. Then we started with University of Success. We took a small hall and started. Today, what an advantage. You don't have to travel anywhere. Everything is done online. From the comfort of your home, you can get training, you can get groomed, you can be coached. You know what's the funny part? The funny part, even though we have this amazing entire online system, some people, even that, they don't attend. Or they attend late. We used to travel for half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 3-4 times a week to attend the meetings and the trainings. For years and years. You guys that have joined, you don't even know what you have to go through. Because everything is online. You just put a click on that, you open your Zoom thing and you're in the training. You can be, in your pajamas. You can do whatever you want and be in the training that's going to teach you how to become very successful one day. But the sad part, you will see even sometimes in those situations, associates who join the meeting late or they don't join at all. That's so sad, right? But this is us, I'm doing here university training. Look at this. Some of you maybe recognize this guy. Started the business almost 20 years back, right? Getting his supervisor pin. You remember what I told you? You listen to the right people, good things will happen for you in life. You listen to the right people. I remember Amol when he got started. I remember his struggles, his challenges. I remember what he went through. And then he came to a training. And guess what we said in the training? You can't miss the supervisor school. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Because I was told that when I was a new associate. And that changed my life forever. Forever. And here's what we are in this business. We are all about changing people's lives. So all I did was I said to him what was said to me. That changed my life. Not everyone listens. Not everyone is that clever to see opportunity, but he was one of those who did. And he made the effort with the struggles and he qualified supervisor, which makes him today one of the top 15 in India for so many years, right? One of the highest income earners. And you know the story. I'm not here to promote Amol. I don't need to promote Amol. We all know exactly who he is and how powerful he is. But you have to look at this. This is what you need to see, because this is many of you. This is many of you right now, a brand new associate who is clueless, a brand new associate who maybe thinks they know too much, or maybe an associate who doesn't have any confidence, or maybe an associate that's thinking, yeah, but I don't have money to get started, or I don't have this, or my family is negative, or my family is not supporting me. I live in a very remote area. All the excuses in the world. These are all these. This is you. Right? But if you take right decisions, if you listen to the right people, the future is going to be different. And that's what I wanted to show you there. And of course, me traveling around the world, my business started growing. I was very fortunate to, because of hard work, I started introducing some serious people to the business. The business grew, started traveling around the world. And of course, some years later, started getting invitations from different countries to do trainings around the world. The best part is I'm still doing trainings around the world, but online. Unfortunately, I can't travel there. But I see in the last 2 months, I did trainings for 3 countries: Singapore, Australia, and New Zealand. Right? I'm a guy who hardly finished his high school. In my first presentation, I was looking at the door. I was thinking, no, this is selling business. I don't think I can do this. I almost, like a murk, I almost got up and left the room. Can you imagine? But I took that decision. Let me try. What if this works? What if everything I'm hearing here is true? What if I can actually practice what they're saying and get better? What if I can actually get 1, 2, 3 customers and make that extra 5,000, 6,000 this month? What if I can introduce a few associates? What if I can make and get my first check in this company? What if? Here's what I know about life. You don't try, you'll never know. If you don't try, you'll never know. I don't care who you are. You don't know. You don't know until you try. You can be a professor of rocket science. I don't care. If you don't try, you will never know. That is why I started seriously in the business. And that is why today I travel the world doing trainings for people, teaching people how to succeed. I was struggling. That 1,000 rupees to pay for the FSSAI, the training system, or whatever they were asking at that time, I had to borrow from my younger brother. But because of the type of education we get in this company, the type of training we get, even a guy with my background suddenly can, be asked by the #1 company in the world to travel the world to teach people how to better their lives, how to succeed, how to improve themselves, how to become a leader. How does that happen? It's not because I'm special. No. It's because the training system of this company is special. And it's not just me. Same thing goes to Amol. Same thing goes to so many people in our organization that was started from nothing, that was struggling in life. Their salaries were 5,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees. Today, they're international trainers. You tell me what company, what job can that happen to people like me and you? It will never happen. That's science fiction. But in a company like this, it's very possible for every single one of you. Doesn't matter who you are. Of course, countries have been so many times. By the way, more than 125 times around the world in my career, which is unbelievable. It's, when the lockdown is over, I'm telling you, I'm going to make up for all these months of not flying anywhere. I'm going to be more in the air than on the ground. I just love traveling around the world. I love it. And you're going to love it as well. I promise you. Every one of you that is a brand new associate, you might not be thinking, this is something that you will be able to do. No, I don't think I can fly around the world. I'm telling you, every single one of you is going to travel the world with this company. I promise you. You just need to be here. You just need to stick around and do what it takes, and you will be part of it. It happens to everyone. We know this from 41 years of experience. This is one of my best vacations, best experiences. When we all traveled to Israel, all the top earners of our organization with the kids, we traveled, we went to Israel. We had the most amazing time together, right? This is in different, we did sightseeing in so many places in Israel. This is all of us in the Dead Sea. We had the most amazing time there. I mean, listen, and we flew in style, we lived in style, we lived on the beach of the Mediterranean Sea in Israel, in Tel Aviv, one of the best hotels. Why am I showing you this? Why is it so important to show a new associate this? I'm showing you your future. This is what I'm showing you. Because when I got started, this was not my life. When I got started, my life was waking up at 4:30 in the morning and 5 o'clock starting to work and working till 11 o'clock at night like a slave, and reaching my house at 11:30, going to sleep for 3.5 hours, waking up at 4:30 in the morning, being at my place of work at 5, 6 days a week for 5.5 years and no money in the bank, surviving. But what if I would have taken the wrong decisions? What if I would have used the wrong way of thinking? What if I would have said, no, this is selling, this is expensive, any side effects? What if I would have talked like a murk? Where would I be today? I always pray, thank God you gave me some sense, some brains you gave me to take right decisions in life. That is why I'm showing you this type of lifestyle. And of course, you see all of us drinking a fresh, our amazing Herbalife tea. You see, also I'm always drinking right now the same kind of drink. And this is me with the CEO of the company. And this is me 25 years ago. 25 years I'm using our amazing products. People ask me, David, any side effects if you use Herbalife, any side effects? Yeah, I tell them, yeah, there are side effects. You start looking better. You start feeling better. You look younger. You have more energy. You're healthier, right? And if you don't believe, this is me 30 days ago. 25 years using Herbalife nutrition. You show me anyone in your family with 25 years gap looking better than they did 25 years ago. I want to see, show me that. Only in this company. It's because of the education, it's because of the grooming, it's because of the product, and because of the type of training we get about how to improve ourselves. That is what all of you are going to get. You can't see this just as a company to learn to make extra 15,000. This company is going to make sure every aspect of your life improves. Everything improves, not just the amount of cash you have in the pocket. That's what's so special about this company. That is why you see a lot of Herbalife associates that are sometime in the business are emotionally attached to the company. Right now, I'm going to show you a bit of my existing lifestyle really quickly, and then I want to go straight into the training. My big request is please do not take pictures of my cars or my incomes. I please respect me for that. I respect you and I trust you, so don't take pictures of my cars. I'm not allowed to show this in public, so I trust you guys not to take the pictures. I know some of you are, might be having, oh, he says not to take, so let's take. Don't be like that. Listen, if you want to become a leader in this company, we work on honesty, we work on integrity and respect. Right, so don't take. So this was my first car in India, right? My first car that I bought when I started earning as a global expansion team. I bought my first car. I was so proud, but I'm not in the job, right? So I don't keep the same car for 10 years, or I buy the same model, just a new a year, right? I'm in the Herbalife nutrition opportunity. So this is what I drive today, the cars that I drive today, the lifestyle that I have today. Again, this is not to show off. It's to show you what is possible. I joined Herbalife for an extra 15,000 rupees a month. 15,000, that's all I wanted. But when I saw the pay plan, when I saw what is possible, then I said, okay, now I'm willing to work for more, right? I'm willing to do more because I can get more. It's not just about working harder to make an extra 500 rupees a month to get extra on my disgusting salary, or to suck up to my boss and say, boss, you're great, and make coffee for him, and this just to get a promotion of 1,000 rupees after 3 years in the company. It's not that way of thinking. I decide. You decide your future in this company. You decide. If you are right now in this training and you're taking notes, you got it. You got it. But if you are in this training right now and you're sitting like this in the training and you're trying to assume things and you're trying to use your instinct and I don't believe it, you still have the ego here. The ego is disturbing you. And that's okay. It disturbed me in my first 2 weeks. It's okay. Just make sure you move it as soon as possible. Otherwise, your bank balance, that if you think about it right now, is not going to change. It's not going to change. It doesn't. It doesn't change. It gets worse. That's how it is in life. It gets worse. So remember, if you're sitting now, you're taking notes, you're ready to learn, that means you replaced your ego with teachability in your first day. That's a huge advantage. Huge advantage for your future. And of course, my incomes, I can share with you a bit of my incomes. You can see, by the way, I have earned 10 years in a row my annual bonus. So 10 years in a row, I've been earning my annual bonus every single year for the last 10 years, which is a great thing. I know for a new associate, this is too big to talk about and to show, and I'm not going to. I'm just showing you, the experience. By the way, you remember my first supervisor school? My first supervisor school, the one in the blue t-shirt, you can see him here on the left. This is him. The same person, Michael Cole. The same person. And guess what? I'm on stage getting my annual bonus together with him. And in my first supervisor school, as a brand new supervisor, he was a president team already, one of the legends already of Herbalife, 62% of Herbalife under him. And today I'm on stage getting my annual bonus every single year. For the last few years, we get the bonus together. Isn't that an amazing feeling? I'll tell you what I'm telling you. You can be a brand new associate there or a brand new supervisor. And 5 years from now, 6 years from now, some of you can be with me and I'm all on stage in Los Angeles, all of us getting our annual bonus together on stage. And you can be a brand new associate right now or a supervisor. I know many of you don't believe it. For some of you, it sounds like, no, there's no chance. But that's what I thought. Because this business, it has no boundaries. There's no such thing as, oh, you join now, I joined 25 years from before you. No, no, no. It doesn't matter how much before you I joined. What matters is, what are you going to do now? By the way, the highest income earners in Herbalife International right now are only 7 years and 8 years in Herbalife. Herbalife is 41 years. And the highest income earners are just 7, 8 years in the company. What about people who have been for 40 years? They are earning amazing incomes, but they are not the highest income earners. It means it doesn't matter when you join this opportunity, because the pay plan is so genius. It's so smart. It gives equal opportunity to every associate and supervisor to earn what they deserve. And that's the best part about it. This was, I think, last year. These are I'm showing you my income. So this was in the month of Jan. This was Feb. This was March. This is the last honors. We couldn't actually go for to Los Angeles or Singapore to get our annual bonus. So we decided, some of us, that our annual bonus winners to meet in my house, in my flat in Pune. And we celebrated the honors with the online honors of the company in our flat, which was unbelievable. I think you can ask Amol. We felt like we were in the celebration of the honors. We had the most amazing time. And by the way, this is my last month income with my annual bonus, which is 96 lakh. And that means my last 3 months income was 1 crore 63 lakh with the company. Being a guy who started this business from this is what you need to understand. This is the guy. And my last 3 months income is this. Now, it doesn't make sense. How is that possible? Well, I'm going to teach you now and show you how is that possible and why does it work like that. And if you want at least to be in the right direction to it, that's what I'm going to show you now in the next 1 hour. So let's take our notes out if they're not out, and let's start writing a few things down because I want to give you some serious tips. So the first thing that I've learned in my 25 years, and I know most of you understand this and you want to write this down, we get what we deserve, right? 98% of the time we get what we deserve. There is always things that happen that we don't have control. Unfortunately, sometimes an illness, an accident, certain things in life happen to some people that it's not in our control. But 98% of the time, we always get what we deserve. If we are not fit, it's not because someone decided to punish us, right? It's because we don't deserve to be fit. What do we need to do to be fit in life? How do you deserve fitness? How do you deserve fitness? You exercise. Common sense. That's how you deserve. How do you deserve health? Good health. You want to have good health. How do you deserve good health? You have to be health conscious, right? How do you deserve success? Financial success. How do you deserve financial success? You do what successful people do, right? Common sense. But what happens to most people? Everyone knows that being a bit more fit is very important for the human body. Everyone knows that being health conscious is very important for the human body and for your future years. Later on, the way you take care of your body now will matter 10 years, 15, 20 years from now. Most people, if not all people, know it. But what do most people do? Most people are not willing to do what it takes. Most people don't even know what to do to deserve it. What is Herbalife Training System? Write this down. Herbalife Training System is an education system teaching us how to deserve. Entire training system of this company is not teaching us how to sell. No. This is not a selling business. This is not a selling training. Herbalife Training, the training system of this company, nationally, locally, internationally, is all about how to learn how to deserve. How to deserve. So always remember, we will always get what we deserve. If you think about your bank balance right now, if you're not that happy with it, that's what you have been doing to deserve it. You deserve that bank balance. You have to be, if you want to grow in life, you have to accept it. One of the best things you can do in life, is always have a mirror in front of you in your mind. Mirror, you know mirror? I'm not talking about an actual mirror. In your mind, always have a mirror. When something you're not happy about your income, your lifestyle, your health, your job, your wife, your husband, anything you're not happy about, always have that mirror appear. Mirror. And you say, mirror, mirror on the wall, whose fault is it? Whose fault? And the mirror is showing you whose fault. Mirror is already giving you all the answer, because that's why it's called the mirror. You understand? What do most people do? Most people avoid the mirror. That is why they blame. That is why they blame others. That is why they accuse others. That is why they demand for money. They don't know that it takes to deserve. They don't understand the term deserving. They feel they supposed to get. I work so hard. I'm doing overtime. I'm supposed to get more money. I'm supposed to get promoted. I'm supposed to get the promotion. Why aren't you giving me that extra money? What? Because of COVID? I've got 3 children at home. You think the boss cares? Life doesn't give to people who want. Life doesn't give to people who need. Life gives to people who deserve. Life is all about knowing how to deserve. Why I love this company so much, because the training system is all about how to deserve. How to deserve better fitness, how to deserve better health, how to deserve more respect, how to deserve more fame, how to deserve more recognition. Everyone loves recognition. Everyone loves recognition. Just look, sometimes you look at the news and you see a journalist standing outside and they're talking about something, and you see these people like monkeys, they're jumping behind the camera. Have you seen this? Just to see them on the TV for 2 seconds, they make these faces. They look like monkeys, but they don't care. They just want to be recognized for 2 seconds on national TV. They're willing to look the biggest idiots on the planet. Just that, mommy, you saw me, I was on TV. That is the only fame and recognition they will get their entire lives. That is taking by demand recognition, not deserving it, right? What is Herbalife training system? Learning how to deserve recognition, how to deserve fame, how to deserve success. But it takes commitment. It takes commitment. So as a brand new associate, that you have no idea how fortunate you are to join this company. You have no idea yet. You will. I promise you, you will. Another training and another training and another training, and something is going to click. It's going to click. You know, when you have these drink machines, sometimes in these malls like Coke and Sprite, they have these big machines, and you put a few coins or you put a note and you press the number and that Coke can comes out. Sometimes you put the coin and the coin doesn't go down, right? The coin doesn't go down. What do you do for the coin to go down? You bang on the machine and the coin goes cling, right? That's what happens to people in Herbalife trainings. They come to a training, they say, yeah, training was good. David Solomon, yeah, he's good, very good. But this business, I need to think about it. That coin is stuck. It didn't go down. You know what you need? Another training. And then you need another training until someone comes and does, and the coin goes, ding. Now you got it. Sometimes it takes 5 trainings. Sometimes it takes 5 years. It depends how clogged is your brain. If you are open-minded, you are teachable, no ego, first training, you'll get it. First training that I attended, 2 days later, I was a supervisor. 3 days later, I was a world team. I made my first 1.7 lakh in 3 months part-time. Not because I was good. Couldn't get any customers my first 3 months. It clicked, the opportunity. I was so excited. I started yapping with everyone. I didn't go home thinking. I went home talking. Some people go home, I need to think. What do you need to think? Kitna last month? You need to think. Kitna, you have so much money you can think. You have no money to think. You have to talk. You have to invite. You have to take steps. That's what I did, right? So very important to understand the term of deserving. Next point, write this down. Another thing that I learned in my 25 years. For you new associates, I'm so excited for you. You know, I'll tell you number one reason why I'm so excited. You will never have to go through what we went through building the business in India in the beginning. You know, you can ask Amol, you can ask many of the top leaders here that have been maybe 19 years, 18 years in the business. You know, we had no internet, guys, no internet, no mobile phone. Can you imagine? No mobile phone, no internet, no Karana scan, no Zoom, nothing. Every time we had to do a presentation, we had to travel by bus to the person's house. I remember once I went from Dadar to Panvel to do a presentation, and the person said, I need to think about it. I said, it took me 3.5 hours to come here for you to think. I can't go back empty-handed. I said, maybe you want to buy something else. I don't know. 3.5, that's what we did to build our business. Today, everything online. How simple, how lucky you guys are. But on the other hand, you're a bit unlucky because you can't appreciate how lucky you are. Because you were born into social media. You were born into this situation in this company. So you think this is how it's always been done? No, it's like 100 times easier to do the business today than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It's so much easier. The amount of growth in the business in India in the last 1.5 years is remarkable. Even in our group, last month we have a new president team member. We have a new one diamond, and I'm giving you some hints. We're going to have some new president team members in the next few months. I cannot tell you the secret, but more president team members are qualifying. It's crazy what has happened in the last 1.5 years. What is going to happen in the next 6 months, 1 year? All of you that are brand new associates, you are so lucky to join the company now. But you need to learn to take advantage. That's the secret. Just being an associate and sitting at home and listening to great trainings is not going to make it happen, right? We do work. This is not our work. This is just our guidance. It's like in martial arts. When I used to go to martial arts to learn martial arts, I used to go twice a week for 1 hour to learn in the dojo how to do martial arts. But I could never become a champion if I would do only martial arts twice a week for 1 hour. No. I would go to the training, come back from my dojo, and then practice for 3 hours at home every single day. That's how I became good. The actual work happens outside the training. The training is just to give you guidelines. Go a bit to the left, a bit to the right, look up a bit. That's just the fine tuning. Now you go, right? So you need to understand that. Next thing. The next thing that I learned in my 25 years is that what makes the difference in our results in the future, what makes the difference in our results in the future in this business is our philosophy, our life philosophy. I'm not trying to talk philosophy, but life philosophy is something every one of you needs to understand. And if nice samjha English, don't worry. Don't worry. This is not your last training. You will have the best trainers, the best trainings. You have some of the most amazing trainers you can imagine in this group right now. So don't worry about it. But I know most of you are getting this, right? But for me, I understood life philosophy. So as a brand new associate, brand new supervisor, you have to understand that the life philosophy you have right now will decide if you're going to be successful or you're going to struggle. That's very important. And guess what I want? I want all of you to succeed. I want none of you to struggle. I want all of you to do well. That will be a dream come true, right? So I want to give you the right way of thinking. So write this down. The average person philosophy of life says, the average person, someone who's not really successful in life, their life philosophy says, write this down. I want to earn more. I want to earn more. The life philosophy of a successful person says, I want to learn how to deserve to earn more. I want to learn how to deserve to earn more. Right? A normal person says, no, I want more money. I want to earn more money. How can I earn more money? You need to pay me more money. I'm doing overtime in the job, right? That's the average person, the one who's never successful in life. Successful people don't think like that. Successful philosophy of life is, what can I learn? What's something new I can learn to increase my income? What skill I can learn and practice that will increase my monthly income? Right? Many people come to me and they say, I'm willing to do it, but it's not sales. No, Herbalife is not sales. It's not sales, right? Have you ever heard this? Someone asking, no, I don't want to do sales. You don't want to do sales? Write this down. Write this down. In life, you are either selling something or working for someone who is. That's it. In life, you are either selling something or you are working for someone who is. This is the only way to live life on this planet. If you are on Mars, maybe there it's different. On this planet, either you sell something as a business owner. I'm not talking about going door to door. I'm not talking about panwala. I'm talking about selling something. You buy something for less, you sell it for more. That's business. From the smallest business to the biggest business. What is Apple? What is Microsoft? That's all sales. How people become so successful? Sales. So you either accept it. If you want to make great incomes in life, you have to be in the field of sales. Not a salesperson, but you have to be in the field of sales. The good news in Herbalife, we don't sell it in a traditional way. Our way of selling the product is recommending and sharing our personal results, inviting people to a nutrition club, inviting people to a fit hour challenge, inviting people to whatever activities we are doing, and getting them to decide on what products they want to get started on, right? It's completely different. That is why anyone can do this business. We're not looking for salespeople, but you have to have that in mind. If you say, no, I'm closed-minded, I don't want to do anything to do with sales, then you're going to be an employee till your last day on this planet. Employee, you're going to earn in the grace of your boss. You will never earn great incomes. Never. You will struggle all your life. You have to accept it. You accept it, done. No sales for you. When I joined this company, I hated the word sales. But I understood the only way I will drive a Porsche is if I'm selling something. The only way I will have a lifestyle and travel the world business and first class if I'm selling something. I understood it. So I was willing to learn to change. I was willing to learn a new skill. If you're a serious associate, serious supervisor, become teachable. Become a good student in how to present the products. That's it. Not how to go and sell the product, how to present the product. How to tell how to share your personal story. That's all you need to learn. And the more people you talk to, the more customers you have. Very simple. But understand the philosophy makes all the difference in your results. Next thing, write this down. The average person says, how can I earn in this situation with the COVID? It's so struggling, it's so difficult. People are not leaving their house. That's the average person's way of thinking. Their philosophy of life is so bad. In this situation, it's more difficult. Write this down. The successful-minded person says, opportunity. What an opportunity. So many people I can help with good nutrition. So many people I can help with helping them improve their immune system. So many people I can help improve their incomes and lifestyle because companies have closed down. Bankruptcies, big business owners have sold their cars to be able to pay rent. They're struggling. What an opportunity to introduce so many good people to the company. A successful-minded person sleeps 3-4 hours a night because he knows now is the time to work like crazy. A poor-minded person, because there is no job, they sleep 10 hours a day. They get up at 10, because there's no job, lockdown. What can I do? What can you do? Have you heard about internet? Have you heard about social media? Have you just clicked? You know what this does? Besides reels, there are many things you can do with this. Besides looking at reels and wasting your life and your family's life, especially. You can use the same gadget to improve your financial future by just learning from the right people in this team how to convert the time you spend on your phone, your laptop, TV into amazing incomes with this opportunity. But you have to have the drive, because if your philosophy of life is lockdown, so I'm sleeping in, lockdown, there's nothing we can do. People are stuck in their homes. They're not stuck in their homes. They're enjoying. They're watching TV the whole day. Many of them, they do work from home, from their office, they work from home. They're dying to get good nutrition. They want some activities. They want to get up in the morning and do some exercise. They want some business. They're fed up of their boss. Millions in India, millions have learned the lesson of having a boss. They learned the lesson. Millions are fed up. They're looking for opportunity. So make sure you have the right philosophy, because your philosophy will decide your future. Write this down. The difference between successful people and people who don't succeed, it's not that successful people have a different picture. It's not true. Many people say, successful people are lucky. Many successful people have a different kind of a life. No. Successful people have the same picture that not successful people have. The only difference is successful people look at the same picture from a different angle. That's the difference. Different angle. We look at the situation in the same way. We see what is happening. We know we have to be careful. We know we don't want to get infected. We know people are suffering. People are losing jobs. But instead of looking at it and making it a big tragedy in our minds and closing ourselves, We are looking at it from a different angle as opportunity to help more people, opportunity to talk to more people. People can't go out. So guess what? Every single person in India, most people are doing right now. They're on the phone. Every single one of them are on the phone. Hours and hours and hours a day. Question is, are you communicating with them? Are you messaging them? Are you changing your WhatsApp status? Are you learning from the leaders here as a brand new associate? Are you learning from your leaders? What are your first steps to do as a brand new associate? Are you taking the advantage of messaging your entire circle of influence about the opportunity of the products and the opportunity of the business? Have you prepared a list? I'm sure you've heard this before, new associates. Prepare a list of circle of influence. And now the list is unlimited. Every one of you has a Facebook account. Every one of you, most of you have an Instagram. Most of you have, whatever accounts you have. How many friends do you have in those accounts? Those are part of your circle of influence now. The question is, have you been messaging them? Have you been informing them that you are part of this amazing nutrition company? I'll tell you why. Because if you don't, someone else will. India is on the move now. Herbalife Nutrition in India is on the move. If you don't talk to people, we are going to talk to them. You don't talk to your family, we will talk to your family. We will get them. I will get your brother and sister and uncle and auntie. I'll get them to Instagram. I'll get them. I'll send messages and they'll get my message and they'll call me and I'll sign them up and they'll become a supervisor and a world team. And one day they will become a tap team and they'll be making 2 lakh a month. And then you'll call them after 6 months. You'll say, have you heard about Herbalife? And say, what do you mean? I'm 6 months in this company. Where have you been? I just qualified to global expansion team. My last month income was 1.8 lakh. What about you? Why did you join? Under whom you joined? Why didn't you join under me? You never called me to tell me that you are part of the company. That's what is going to happen. Because many of us, morning till night, we are on the phone, messaging, sending messages, sending flyers. We are hunting. We are looking for the right people. Because why? Why? Opportunity. Window of opportunity has opened. Soon, this window is going to close. I don't know, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, window will close. Things will start going back to normal. Many countries in the world gone back completely to normal. In Israel, for example, mask has been canceled. No more masks in Israel. Cancelled. No mask. People are going back to work. People are moving around. Parties, celebrations. It's almost eliminated completely. It's happened in a few countries. It'll take another 1 year, 2 years. Soon you will hear. Suddenly in India is going down. Now back to normal. Now that window of opportunity that you could have made 10 times more business is closing. Because you're not talking to enough people. So as a new associate, be excited. Even if you're not 100% clear how this business works, you just joined the business, don't worry. You have the best trainers, best coaches, and best trainings coming up. Next one, write this down. I have a lot of points. I'm just checking the time all the time. Okay, I'm good. So write this down. Even our pay plan, the Herbalife pay plan, because we have a lot of advantages in this business. We have the best nutrition products on the planet. We have the best training system in the world, the best leadership in the world, proven for the last 41 years, proven the best. That's why we are number one officially. You Google now, number one nutrition company in the world, full page is Herbalife Nutrition, right? So we are officially number one in the world, right? But here's the best part. Even our pay plan is designed to work for people who deserve. Write this down. The Herbalife pay plan, the different levels we have in the company, were created purposely to instigate the right people. The pay plan of Herbalife, the different levels, the different benefits, they were created to instigate the right people to take action, to take steps that they would have never taken if they were not in a company like Herbalife Nutrition. Our pay plan is designed like that. When I came to my first training and they promoted the level of supervisor, I was sitting in the room thinking, in the beginning, I want to become a supervisor because of the type of benefits, because of the type of training I will be qualified for, because I understood if I can get trained by the rich, I can make more money. If rich people are teaching me in the same business how to do this business, I know I'm going to make money because I'm teachable. I'm willing to work hard. Then, of course, I will make money. Why wouldn't I? #1 company in the world, millions are part of this company. If they can do it, I can do it. What's the problem? Right? I've seen housewives become rich. I've seen students become rich. I saw handicapped people become rich. I've seen blind people in Herbalife become rich because they attended the right trainings. So if they can do it, I can do it. So becoming a supervisor for me was not a big deal. It was a big deal financially. It was a big deal taking that step, doing the work in those 3-4 days. But it wasn't a big deal mentally because write this down, my dreams and goals in life were bigger than the qualification itself. My dreams and goals in life were bigger than the qualification itself. And I know so many of you are in qualification. So many of you are VIPs in 35%. Many of you are success builders in 42%. Some of you maybe just completed your 42%. You are a qualified producers. Guys, you need to stretch. This is the month to stretch. Every month is great, but this month, this is a month to stretch. This is a month to do more than you are planning to do. I'm telling you, that's how it works. Have you ever seen anyone working on being flexible? Have you ever seen anyone working on, in martial arts, we have to be very flexible, right? For high kicks. How do you get flexible physically? Do you know? Every day when you are exercising on flexibility, you reach a point where it starts hurting you a bit. The minute it hurts you a bit, you just stay there for a few minutes. You just stay there, right? And you breathe. And then you stretch a bit more. Not too much because you'll hurt yourself. Just a bit more. And you stay there and there's a bit of pain, and then you ease up. Next day, you do it again and again and again. And every day you don't notice, but your flexibility increases by 0.5 centimeter and 0.5 centimeter. And after 3-4 months, you do full split, right? Full split. Why most people can't do split? Why? Because most people are not willing to stretch. Most people are not willing to stretch. The minute it hurts, they stop. That is why when someone you see regular people, when they bend to pick up something, they go, because they never stretch in life. Same thing financially. Why most people struggle with money? Because they're never willing to stretch to increase their capacity. That is what the pay plan is there for. The Herbalife pay plan, the levels, VIP, success builder, supervisor, world team, active world team. These are levels to make us stretch the way we think. Our mindset has to stretch. That is how a simple regular person like you or like me becomes successful in a business where we thought in the beginning there's no chance we can make this kind of money because we stretched. That's it. And mind is not like human body. Mind, the minute you stretch it, it doesn't go back. If you were someone who did splits before when you were young, but you didn't practice for the last 10 years, you cannot do splits now. If you do a split now, you will stay like that for life, right? You will not be able to bring the legs back. You will stay like that because you've not been practicing for years. But mind doesn't work like that. If you stretch your mind, mind will never go back. You can never get my mind again to think about job. I rather hang myself than think about doing a job. You understand? I will never, because my mind has been stretched what is possible on this planet. Instead of just doing job. Yes, boss, no boss. Yes, boss, no boss. That's not the life I was born for. I was born to live a beautiful life, even though I'm a simple guy, even though I'm not an educated guy. I'm not the most intelligent guy, but I identify opportunity. So remember, the Herbalife pay plan was created to make you stretch. Of course, it's scary. To become a VIP, from associate to VIP, it's scary. Of course, the intention is there to make it scary for you. So you stretch. To become a success builder, stretch more. Qualified producer, stretch more. Supervisor, almost split, right? Supervisor, my God, how will I do it? That's how it works. But mentally, you will never go back, because when you become a supervisor and you attend your first supervisor school, you will never think about survival income. You'll never think about survival income. The only thing you will always think about is lifestyle income. How can you increase your income so you can give your family more, so your family is more secure? And that's one of the things I personally love about the Herbalife pay plan. Next thing, write this down. Last few things. We have 3 types of incomes in the world, not in Herbalife, in the world. 3 types of basic incomes we can earn money from. First is job. Second is business, any type of business. Third is opportunity. opportunity. Now you have to understand, Herbalife is a business, but it's a business opportunity. It's not just a business. Because a normal business, you would have to take risks. You would have to put in a lot of money. You would have to invest. You would have to be willing to wait for 3 to 5 years to see any returns on your investments. 82% of all new businesses fail in the first 2 years. And they lose the money, no refund. Right? It's gone. So that's business. Why do you think majority of the people in the world that they know that business is better than job, they still do job? Why? Most people on the planet know the only way to earn great incomes in life is to do a business. But most people will do a job. Why? Because the fear of taking risks, the fear of failing, the fear of losing, the fear of not knowing what to do in business. When you go and start your own business and you open a shop or do anything, do you have sponsors? Do you have a coach? Do you have a training system that teaches you how to run your business? If you open, no one cares. Your neighbor wants your shop to burn. If you open a clothes shop in a mall and on the same floor there are another 5 clothes shops, guess what those 5 clothes shops want for you to happen? They want your shop to be on fire, on flames. Because now they will have less customers because some of their customers are going to go to your shop. So who's going to teach you how to succeed? No one. That is why 82% of all businesses fail in the first 2 to 3 years. But there is a huge difference between a business and a business opportunity. And Herbalife Nutrition is a business opportunity because there are no investments. No one is asking you to take any shop. No one is asking you to pay any deposits, to buy lakhs and lakhs or crores of merchandise and to put ACs and to do advertisement and to take staff and employees. And no. 25 years in Herbalife. You want to see my office? You want to see my office? 25 years. 25 years. This is my office. I never had an office in my entire 25 years. 25 years. Never had. This is my office. How much rent I pay for this phone? Nothing. I don't pay anything. No rent. Do you understand why opportunity? And sometimes new associates, they join any investment. The ignorance. You can't be so, you have to be smarter than that. You want to succeed in life, open your eyes. You can't be narrow-minded. You can't look for what's wrong. You can't. Nothing is perfect in life. Nothing is perfect. But there are things that are better. This is what Herbalife Nutrition is. Better. We are better. Because it allows a person like you and a person like me who have a desire to have a better life without having money to back up, without having support, with no experience, to build a beautiful future for ourselves if we are willing to learn and work. So that's what you need to take out from today's training. You have not just started a business. You have started a business opportunity. As a housewife, as a student, as a retired person, as an employee, as an ex-business person, it doesn't matter. You have joined an opportunity. You have an opportunity to create, write this down, passive income for your future. Passive income. You have a chance to earn like J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling became the richest woman in UK because she wrote Harry Potter. How she became? She went door to door selling the book of Harry Potter. No. Her book went in all the stores in the world. Every time someone bought a book, she got royalty. I don't know about you, how many of you wrote books or trying to write books? I don't know, even if you write a book, I don't know in how many countries your book will be sold, especially if you write a cookbook, right? I don't think you're going to get a lot of royalties about how to make chapati. So I don't know how much, but in this company, you can earn royalties. You are going to earn royalties. How do you earn royalties in this company? You do what we tell you. You do what we tell you, you will earn royalties. You don't need to understand it. You will understand when you earn it. Your first royalty check comes, you say, now I get it. Don't try to be over smart. No, but explain to me before. Go to school. Go library where all the poor, smart people are. Or you do what we tell you. You do what we tell you, I promise you, royalty check will come to you. It'll take 1 month, it'll take 3 months, it'll take 6 months, you start earning royalties. Because royalties is the highest type of income on this planet. It's called passive income. Passive income. Write this down. Passive income. You work once in your life to earn for the rest of your life. You earn once in your life you work once in your life to earn for the rest of your life. What did I do to earn in the last 3 months 1.6 crores? What did I do physically last 3 months for that? What did I do? Nothing. To earn 1.6 crores in the first 3 months of 2021, I worked the business 20 years ago when I came to India. And I recruited a girl called Madhvi, who today is Madhvi and Samir Shetty, right? Who are also in the top 15 in the country. It's international speakers, right? More than 1 lakh associates in their group, 11 presidency members in that group. One girl I recruited. I have more lines. That's why I have 3 diamonds. I have more lines, more active lines as well. But I recruited her once, then I recruited another person once, another, and these people created huge businesses. We are going to teach you how to do the same. How to create royalties. But royalties and great incomes don't come to people who want. No, 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 no. Royalties come to people who deserve. You want to learn how to deserve? You want to do things that you'll deserve? I'm going to teach you now in the next 10 minutes. You do what I tell you, you will deserve. Here's the good news. You earn royalty, you will never quit this business. Never, because you'll understand. If I'm getting royalty now, that means I have someone in my group that they are working for their own success. That means for the rest of your life, you're going to be paid. And after you are gone, the same ID number will go to your children. And your children will continue getting paid on the same organization. Can you imagine how amazing that is? And some people, they join Herbalife, when I have to sell products. Go do job, go do job 9 to 5, earn 20, 30,000 for 10 years, right? Be happy, be excited that you're part of this company. 5 years from now, you're not going to be where you are right now. I promise you. If you just do a few things that you're going to learn in the coming few months, and being part of the type of organization we have, you can't even imagine what's going to happen to your future. So let me give you a few important points to complete today's training. Sorry. A few points to complete today because I don't want to go overboard. Perfect. I'm on time. So what is the path for success in Herbalife Nutrition? What is the path for success? All of you samjha my English, right? Samjha English? Samjha? Okay, good. Okay, good. I tell you, my Hindi is fluent. I told you, my English is like, I've improved. In the last 21 years, my English has improved tremendously. Okay, I've learned Samjha. Samjha is a Hindi or Marathi? Hindi. Hindi? Hindi. See, I learned Hindi. Okay, next. So what is the path for success in this company, in Herbalife Nutrition? First, write this down. Write this down. First, you need to have some personal important reasons to do better in life. We need to have personal reasons. It doesn't matter who you are, what's your age. It doesn't matter. Do you have some important reasons to do better in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year? Forget now 5, 10 years. The next 1 year. Have you found some strong reasons? If not, find something that excites you. Something that will motivate you to do more than you would do if you didn't have that. Find some important reasons that excite you to go to work. Instead of watching the stupid box every day or looking at the TV, at the screen all the time, you'll do activities. What is going to change that focus from time pass to investing your time in your future? There has to be something that you find, not me, not your sponsors. This training will not change it. If some of you are now in this training and you have no strong reasons to do better in life, when this training is over, the first thing you'll do is you'll go to the fridge, you'll take some food, you'll take some vada pav, pav bhaji, whatever, you'll sit in front of the TV, you'll put some Indian dinka chika program, and you'll sit there for 3 hours till you fall asleep and you go to sleep. Kalam. That is what you're going to do. And 5 years from now, I know exactly your income and your lifestyle. Some of you, at the end of today's training, you're going to sit down with your notes and you're going to say, okay, what is my next step? What am I going to do? Some of you are going to call your coach and going to say, listen, I've decided I want to make it happen. I want to be in the next supervisor school. I have to do it. Please coach me, guide me. And you will have a different type of lifestyle 5 years from now. But for that to happen, you need to be sitting here having things in your mind that are clicking. What do I want? What is important for me to continue working, to start working? What is important? Because salary is enough to survive. You have a job, you have a salary, it's enough to pay the bills and have khana. But beyond that, do you have any dreams beyond? Any you have to find. Because reasons, real reasons, will make you take action as an associate and above. I'll give you an example. I know some of you have heard this story before, but imagine today at night, you go Zopa. I know that's Marathi. I know it's Marathi. I know many languages. So Zopa is Marathi, right? See, I speak Hindi, Marathi. So imagine today when you are Zopa, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 a.m., you're sleeping, third dream. Your best friend comes into the house. Best friend. Walks into your house. He comes to the bedroom or she comes to the bedroom. You're sleeping. They come to your bed and they grab you by the shoulders and they shake you, get up, get up, get up. 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you going to do? You're going to, what happened? You think someone khalas or something, right? What happened? He says, come, get up. He said, what happened? Let's go for a run. What will you do to this person? Are you insane? Look at the time. I went to sleep so late. Tomorrow I have to get up early in the morning. I have to send the kids to school. I have this, I have work. What are you doing? Waking me up. Get the hell out of here. Right? More or less, the response will be more or less the same. Of course. Imagine tomorrow night. Again, you go Zopa. You're sleeping. Again, 3 o'clock in the morning. Same friend comes to the house. Same friend. He walks in, comes to your bedroom, opens the door, comes to your bed, grabs you by the shoulders. Get up, get up, get up. You get up. What happened? What happened? Your friend says, you won't believe. I found a big crate full of real gold coins. It's hidden under the bush. I can't pick it up. It's too heavy. You come with me. You help me pick it up 50-50. What will you do? What will you do? We say, oh, look at this time. Where you come now? I have to get up in the morning. Will you talk like that? What will you do? While he is talking, you will jump out of the bed. Your bedsheet will go like this. And you will be out of the house and you will be running this without even knowing which direction. You start, which direction? Which direction? Right? But what changed? The night before, you got angry when they woke you up. The night before, you had to wake up early in the morning. You were so busy. You were tired. No, you said, I'm tired. Now, today, you're not tired? 3 o'clock in the morning? Why you're not tired? I'll tell you why. Because now you have a genuine reason. People who are disciplined, people who have energy, are people who have reasons in life. People who say, I'm not disciplined. It's because you have no reasons to do anything in life. That's why you say that. There's no such thing as discipline. Discipline is fictional. It's not true. There's no such thing as discipline. Even soldiers are not disciplined. I was a soldier for 4 years. I flew planes for 2.5 years in the Israeli Air Force. Discipline is fake. It's not true. The only reason soldiers are disciplined is because of fear. The only reason we are disciplined in our job is because we are scared to be fired. That's why we get up on time, we go on work on time, we leave on time. Discipline doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a person who is disciplined. You become disciplined when you have strong reasons. If you're a new associate who just joined this company and you have joined with a desire to have a better life for you and your family, and you have some things in your mind, I want to make sure my parents live in a better house one day. I want to make sure my father and my mother don't travel in these horrible trains every day. One day my father can drive his own car. I want to take, when the COVID is over, I want to take my family abroad. I want my mother to see international once in her life. All her life, Kolhapur, Mahabaleshwar, Goa. Kolhapur, Mahabaleshwar, Goa. Enough. Even Goa is fed up of you. Enough. So you want to take them to another country. If you have those dreams, those goals for your parents, for your children, for yourself, if you have joined this company with that in your mind, you are going to do extremely well in this company. I give you my word. But if you join this company, you're thinking, MLM, no, I have to bring people. But people don't believe it. If you are like that, you will not do good in anything. Anything you do, you will crash. Because people with no reasons, they never do well in life. Never. So the first thing you need to have is find some strong reasons. Why do you think we show our stories? Why do you think we show our stories? Not to show. I mean, yeah, it is a bit to show off. Of course, we want to show off. We worked hard for this. It's about time we show off, right? Amol, you see Amol's new cars that he's getting, this beautiful, beautiful car he's getting. I think I'm going to shift to his car to live in that car. Beautiful car. So Amol's going to show the car. It's going to, yeah, a bit show off, but it's going to show you what is possible. Maybe some of you are brand new associates and you are not clear. Why should you do this business? Why should you work hard? Why should you? I'll tell you why. Because when you see people's stories, in some people's stories, you will see something, you say, wow, I would love to have that. I would love to give that to my family. I'm always someone who's taken his family many times abroad, vacations, in India, out of India. I've taken my mom on a cruise ship around Europe, in the Mediterranean. I've taken her to different countries, right? When you see these pictures, what's the first thing you think about? Oh, I'd love to take my parents. I'd love to take my kids. When you have those kind of goals, I'm telling you, you're going to do amazing in this company. How to get your first customer, how to get your first associate. Don't worry about it. We'll teach you. That's why we are here. We will guide you. But you first have to have the reason to do it. Because the best trainers, the best trainings will not make you get into action. The best trainers and the best trainings will show you the way, but you have to have reasons to move. Second reason. Second important ingredient to become successful in this company. Who do you listen to? From today, how many of you want to really make a big difference in your future? Next 5 years, you really want to make a huge difference. So this is my second biggest tip to you. Second biggest tip. Second, write this down. Today, you decide to listen only to people you want to live like. From today, you love your parents, love your family, respect your parents, respect your family, love your spouse, love your brother, sister. But if they're not successful financially, they don't have beautiful cars, beautiful homes, they're not giving lifestyle to the parents, they're not traveling the world, they're not financially free, they don't have to get up every morning. If they don't have that, respect them, but don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. I know it's not nice to hear this. It's difficult to hear this sometimes because we've been listening to our families, especially Indian families, right? Sometimes it's very difficult not to listen to Indian family because we all live together, right? Even if you don't want to listen, you have to listen because Papa is talking here, Mama is talking here, Auntie is talking here. You have to listen. But if you want to become successful in life, you have to be willing to take decisions only listening to the right people. So write this down. I learned this in my 25 years. Real intelligence is knowing who to listen to. That's real intelligence. Real intelligence. Imagine, I'll give you two, three examples. Imagine you're going to learn how to drive. How many of you would love to? How many of you don't know how to drive? Don't put that hand up. It becomes like a disco on the screen. Just raise your hand physically. I see some. Okay. Ankita, okay, great. Yeah, I saw your hands. Great. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, so I want to ask that again. So let's say you don't know how to drive. You want to learn how to drive. Imagine your first lesson in driving school. First lesson. You come to the driving school. You enter the car. Your teacher comes in. They sit next to you, and the teacher says, "Okay." He opens the book and he says, "Okay, first thing you need to do is you need to check your mirrors." You say it's written. So you ask the teacher, "Why are you looking in the book?" And the teacher says, "This is also my first day in the car. My first day also with you." And you say, "What? I've come to learn how to drive. How can this be your first?" "Yeah, I've learned about driving for last 3 years from books. My first day in a real car. Don't worry, we will learn together. Let's go to the highway." What will you do? You'll continue driving or you'll get out and run, right? Imagine something more extreme. You want to learn how to fly a plane. You come to that airport where you learn how to fly planes. You enter the plane, the flight teacher comes, he sits next to you, and he says, "Wow, this is going to be exciting for both of us." And you ask why. He said, because for both of us, this is the first time in a real plane. And you say, what do you mean? You're the teacher. This is your first. Yeah, I've learned about flying planes on PlayStation. I play PlayStation and I fly planes every day for 6 hours on PlayStation. This is my first time in a real plane. It's going to be very exciting. Put the ignition on. What would you do? Run, right? Now someone comes to you in life and says, listen, do what I'm telling you. You need to find a good job. You find a good job, good salary, you work, Diwali bonus, Istri, laddus, you work in a company like that. And you listen. What do you think is going to happen to you? Success. If you listen to people who are not successful, what do you think is your future? Even if you love the people, even if they love you, you can't learn from people who don't have personal positive results in life. So the second ingredient for success in life and in Herbalife Nutrition, write this down. Learn to listen to the right people. By the way, when I say don't listen to wrong people, that includes you. That includes you. Listen, you're all part of the same organization. I love and respect all of you. I'm very fortunate to have every single one of you in the organization. Every one of you, for me, is a potential future president team. That is the only reason why I'm doing the training. Because I know anyone in this room, anyone in this training right now is a potential president team member in Herbalife. Every one of you. It doesn't matter, brand new associate, you're 18 or 80 years old. This is how it works in this company. But I'm telling you, when I say don't listen to people who are not successful, I include you in that group. Because if you are not personally successful, stop using your brain. You want to become successful? You want to live a better life? You want to give your family a better life? Stop using your brain. Your brain messed up your life until now. If your bank balance doesn't look beautiful, if your car is not beautiful, your house is not beautiful, your brain is messing up your life. It's messing up. Now you have joined a company that's willing to change that for you. We're going to guide you. We're going to teach you how to think like successful people. Don't go home and say, I need to think about it. That destroys your future. You cannot go home and think about it because you've been doing it for the last 5 years. You've been doing it about the last 10 years. Kitna last month? Kitna? So don't make that mistake again. I know it's difficult with ego. I know some of you are qualified. You're intelligent. You're educated. You have experience in certain companies. You're experienced in certain things. I respect that. But now we are not talking about being soft with you. We are talking about changing your life for the better. So don't listen. If you're already successful, you're financially successful, you just want to become more successful, take your personal advice as well. Listen to yourself. When I joined Herbalife Nutrition, I was nothing. I was nobody. I just stopped thinking completely. I just monkey see, monkey do. That is why I became a supervisor 4 days after I joined the company. I didn't think. I didn't. People say in my family, you can't take decisions without thought. I said, my thought messed up my life. What do you mean I can't take decisions without thought? My thought messed up my life. Every time I thought, I messed up my life. Every time I thought, I lost money. I struggled, living like a beggar. Every time. Stop thinking. I stopped when I joined this company. And the minute I stopped, I started earning money. Isn't that unbelievable? Because I adopted successful-minded people's way of thinking. That is the biggest tip I can give you. And you are going to get it if you manage to move the ego away from your face. If you manage to move your ego today, you're going to get it. You're going to move fast. I'm going to see you in the coming events. If it's still very big, your ego is too big, it's going to take a few more trainings. Because you're saying, no, but I am this, and you know how many years I worked as a principal, you know how many years I was the commissioner. Listen, ego is this big. But I learned this from Amar Kilare. 10 kgs of ego can't buy you 1 liter doodh. Right? So, with all due respect, please. So, second is, who do you listen to? Third, and we are completing today. Write this down. Third, where's the third? The third ran away. Third, okay. Be ready to hear no. You're going to hear the word no. People are going to say no. Do you want to buy Herbalife? It's the best. No. You want to join the opportunity? It's the best. People are making money. I met a guy, 1.6 crores in 3 months. Bakwas, jute. You're going to hear, be ready. You're in business now. You're in business. You're not doing a job. You're not an average person on the road, 9 to 5. No. You are building a future. You're building a business. So you are going to face a bit of challenges. You are going to face people who will say no. Be ready. Here's the good news. We get paid for all this. A lot of money. You know why me and Amol have very high incomes? It's because me and Amol have heard the word no more than every single one of you. That is why our incomes are like that. When you reach the same amount of no's we have heard, you will earn like us. And some of you more than us, right? Because some of you can talk. Listen, I'm not working as hard as I did 20 years ago. Some of you have joined the business in your 20s. You guys, some of you are in your 20s, and you can work for 10 hours a day in Herbalife, 15 hours a day, every day you can work. You can talk to 50 people every day about the opportunity, the product. What took me 10 years, you can have that in 2 years. If you take a decision, even as a new associate, it's up to you, because there's no limitations in Herbalife. But you have to be ready that you are going to hear no. You are going to have rejection. You are going to have challenges. People that are close to you are going to say, this will not work. This is like that company and this company, and the products are like this. And you have to be ready, because write this down. Everything good in life will be attacked. It's part of life. You have to accept it. You want to have a beautiful life, it's not going to happen smoothly. People work so hard in life to survive in a job or whatever they do. Why do you think here it'll be so easy to become successful? It's also hard, but it's worth it. At least here you're working for a better future. You're not working here to survive. So if you're going to have some challenges in life, it'll be challenges on the way going up. Samjha? But you have to be ready. And I know sometimes it's not easy for a new person, new associate. You're 18, 19, 20-year-old. You're hardly faced any negativity or rejection in life, right? And suddenly you join a company like Herbalife. You're so excited about the products. You approach your mom, you approach your neighbors, you approach your friends, and they say, well, Herbalife, crazy people die using Herbalife. They grow horns, another ear comes out from here, the heart goes here. And you are like in shock how they're talking. People that you know for years, people that love you, you love them. The heart goes here, and you start checking your heart. Where is my heart? I'm using the products for 3 days now. My heart has moved. You know, you start getting those doubts. So be ready. And always remind yourself the facts of this company. 41 years, 94 countries, #1 in the world, New York Stock Exchange, Guinness. Remind yourself the testimonials, right? But be ready. Fourth, be an active part of the Herbalife nutrition system. You have amazing systems in this organization. Your training system, your business presentation, your product presentations, whatever you have, whatever system you are connected with, make sure you are part of it. This is your business. The good news, you don't have to wake up every morning and go to a mall to open your shop and pick up the shutter and stand there behind the counter like a nut and wait for customers to enter your shop, and you're looking at the window, please come in, please come in. We don't do that business here. You can be throughout the day doing whatever you're doing and building your amazing business. But you have to be serious about it. You have to be connected to the system. This system is what's going to make you strong. I promise you. The trainings. Be an active part of the training system. Write this down. Whatever trainings, whatever supervisor schools, whatever high-level trainings you have, do your best to qualify. Don't miss high-level trainings in this company. Make sure you are part of it no matter what. Remember, your reasons will help you take the right decisions in your career. When I came to my first training in Herbalife 25 years ago, when they promoted the supervisor training, if I didn't have enough reasons, I would have never qualified. Never. 1,000 rupees for FSSAI, and I borrowed from my younger brother. I had nothing. I was broke. But my reasons to do better in life, when I looked at my mom, when I looked at how they were living, when I saw myself and my life and the reasons were too strong for me to give up. I knew one life. I have one life. I'm not going to go through this life just being a nobody. I am not. I will fight for it. And if this company is willing to teach me, I'm going to become the best student in the world, even though I was not a good student in life. But I became one in this company. So remember, your reasons will help you take the right decisions. How to qualify, what to do. Don't worry, we will guide you. Next one. Write this down. Learn to identify this opportunity, guys. You're all new associates, some of you new supervisors. Sometimes we complain about things that are so not important and not relevant. You need to identify how lucky we are. You need to identify what an opportunity we have in this company. Imagine you take any one of the top leaders in this group right now. You take any one of the top leaders, top earners, the ones who are global expansion team or millionaire team, and of course the president team. But you take any one of them and imagine one of them is someone that you introduced to Herbalife personally. What an opportunity. It doesn't matter who you are. You're going to earn for the rest of your life because that person has decided to become serious about their future. And because you introduced them to Herbalife, you're going to be paid every month in royalties and monthly bonuses for the rest of your life. That is why opportunity. But you need to identify this opportunity. That is why I continue introducing people to the company. I'm looking for more serious people. I want to have some more serious people. There are so many serious people waiting out there in India, and especially with what's happening now, with the way the world is, what is happening in India, so many millions are looking for opportunity. The only question, are you talking to enough people every day? Are you exposing and inviting people to the opportunity? If not, you're missing out because you never know who your next guest can be. Imagine you introduce someone like Amol Kilare as your first line associate. You will never have to work again, by the way, right? You will, because you'll be excited to find one more, but you won't need to. Right? So you have to have that way of thinking, opportunity. I'm in an opportunity. Take advantage. It's not a normal business. It's not a job, opportunity. So take advantage. And to complete today, I just want to share with you the best ever opportunity for all of us. You know, for me, when I think back how I got started and what set the sail for my business to take off and to go into the right direction was my first supervisor school. When you have the first supervisor school and you have the right teacher, the right coach, the right guidance in your first supervisor school, you know you're going to be in the right direction in life. And I promise you, for 25 years, you know, when you attend supervisor workshop, that's where you get sharpened in this business. That's where you learn to increase your incomes. When you get clear, how does a housewife build a big organization? How does a student start earning in lakhs in 2-3 years? That's what you learn in supervisor schools. But that's in normal level supervisor schools. What we have in this month and next month are not normal level supervisor schools. We have two most amazing trainings that I have to promote and recognize them, because these trainings actually this type of trainings made all the difference in my business all those years back. One second. What did I do? Sorry. Yeah, I got it. So when I joined and my first supervisor school, when I came to my first supervisor school as this guy came to my first supervisor school because of one training. Everything changed in my direction, my confidence, and I started building my business as someone who had no confidence in himself. And what we have now is unbelievable, because the first training that we have is going to be done by someone who started 20 years ago. And you can see her there in the University of Success. Many of you have attended that training. And this is me in my flat after 2 years in the business in India. I had my own flat and I was doing all the trainings in my flat, the University of Success. And this young 18-year-old girl came to, as a new associate, was attending my training. And to be very honest, I was not really paying a lot of attention to her, because even though she was serious and she was taking notes, but she looked so naive and shy. But today, you know, she's one of the, I don't know where to start, one of the highest wanted international trainers right now. She's in the top 20 of India out of 500,000 people in Herbalife Nutrition in India. She's in the top 20. Their incomes are skyrocketing in the last few months. Starting from where she is here, I remember a few months later, me giving her a world team pin in a training that we had. She just qualified world team. And today, Sneha and Rakesh are 15K, one diamond executive president team members. And we are so lucky because in this month, we are having a supervisor school with this couple for all brand new supervisors. And I'm so excited because usually when we have a supervisor school in a month, it's only for people in the month before. But this supervisor school, even people who qualify in this month before the training can qualify for this training that is happening on the 25th. So you remember how I started today's training? We get what we deserve in life. Now, here's what I wish for you. I wish you get everything you really want in life. I really wish you get everything you want in life. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. We get what we deserve. You really want to deserve great income, great lifestyle, and this opportunity. This is a school you cannot miss. You have to make extra effort, whatever it takes. Sit down with your coach, sit down with your team, with your uplines. How can you qualify? How can you make sure before the 25th you complete your supervisor qualification? Some of you, many of you are brand new supervisors already and you're qualified. You are so lucky you can't even imagine. You have already qualified for this training because I know what is going to happen to you guys after Snare and Rakesh Supervisor School. But here is the cherry on the cake. Anyone that qualifies for this training and completes the supervisor school before the 25th, or of course before the end of the month, is going to qualify to one of the most important supervisor trainings of the year. And this training is going to be done by someone who is one of the top highest levels in India. He's actually the second highest level in India at this moment. Like him in the entire world, there are only 48 ID numbers, 48 associates in the entire world who are in his level out of 5.5 million people. And this guy next month is going to be doing a 2-day supervisor school for all new supervisors that complete their qualification in this month. And we are all so lucky because this guy is Chief Executive, President member, 20K, Charanjit Singh. And you know, you guys are so lucky because you can complete your qualification this month and get 2 birds in one hit. Get a supervisor school this month and a leadership training for supervisors next month and really confirm an amazing 2021. So I really wish you all the best. I really want to see all of you successful, doing great, enjoying the business, enjoying the products. But remember, unfortunately, we don't get what we want. We get what we deserve. So let's do what it takes to deserve. Make sure I see you all on the 25th because I'm going to be there in the training, taking notes from this couple and of course in Charanjit's event. And I'm going to go through the camps and I'm going to try and see all the brand new supervisors that qualified from this month to attend those trainings. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your attention. I wish you all the best. And they hope to see you all successful and enjoying your life with Herbalife. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. First of all, seriously, okay, आप में से जितने भी लोग हैं, every single person, okay, भले आप इस ट्रेनिंग को पहली बार सुन रहे हैं या आप डेविड सोलोमन को वापस सुन रहे हैं, I promise you one thing, okay, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to get chances in life to listen to people like Mr. David Solomon. I'm telling you, you know, there are fleet of successful people in this world, but there are very few successful people who actually contribute in other people's success. And we are so lucky. We have somebody who is just not doing from today, but he's doing the same kind of contribution for more than 25 years. Okay. And we are lucky. We are blessed to have somebody like David Sir, okay, in our organization, in our life. Jitne bhi log, you know, we have got more than 700 people here. We have got more than 100 plus people, 150 plus people on the YouTube. We crossed more than 1250 people for this training. Jitne bhi logon ne 5 minutes suna ho ya आधा घंटा सुना हो या 1 घंटा सुना हो, I promise you, you will never forget this moment of listening to David Sir in your life, because this is one thing which I really like about David Sir, you know, and I'm so lucky to have him in my life for more than 20 years. He shows the mirror, a mirror of our life, of where we are and why we are, you know. And today हम में से हर एक व्यक्ति को एक आईना दिख गया एंड गुड न्यूज हमें उसके पीछे का रीजन भी पता चला। अगर आप में से बहुत सारे लोगों ने नोट्स ली है, ट्रेनिंग्स ली है, पॉइंट्स लिखे हैं, आई प्रॉमिस यू टुडे यू गॉट कीज टू द लॉक ऑफ योर ड्रीम्स। आपको आपके सपनों की चाबी मिल गई। यू गॉट इट। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, यू नो, सेम लाइक यू, आई स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम
I'm all froze, but I remember both these pictures.
या ऐसे 2 घंटे हो सकते हैं जो आपकी जिंदगी बदल सकती है। योर लाइफ कैन चेंज एंड ही इज समबडी हु केम टू माय लाइफ 20 years back and I still remember that evening when I heard that marketing plan from David sir. And I was only thinking one thing: from where can I arrange the money? From where can I get this money to achieve Superpower? I don't want to miss this opportunity because उनसे सुनने के बाद मुझे पता चला this is my only chance in life to make it big. And I don't want to lose. And this is what I want to tell all of you guys. Okay, write down, take action. टेक एक्शन। आपको बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिली, यू हैव टू टेक एक्शन। ओके, एंड व्हाट आर द एक्शंस आपको लेने हैं, मैं आपको 1-2 चीजें बताता हूं एंड यू टेक योर टाइम। नंबर 1, start using the products. Start using the products. David sir told in his 2.5 hours training importance of using the products. Use the products. Feel confident as a newcomer. Number 2, upgrade your level in the marketing plan. 35%, 42%, 50% according to your goals, according to your dreams, according to your plan. You do that. But this is not a place to start business. 25%, 35%, 42%, 50%. Why this is the best time to do that? I'll tell you one thing. Okay, this is an unofficial news which is not been, which I'm just announcing you. Okay, right now, 24th of April, official date we president team received. The company is increasing the product price with 7%. The product prices are going up with 7%. आप थोड़ा सा समझिए, जितने भी नए लोग पहली बार इसको सुन रहे हो। ओके, in this COVID situation, all the other companies are forget about price. They're giving discounts to sell their products. They're giving left, right, center discount to sell the products. And our company is increasing the MRP. What does it shows? The best time to be attached with this business and share these products and help more people. You got it? So it's up to you. You want to be smart? Make sure you have enough products for your customers for next 3 to 4 months. Enough products which are the old price, which will benefit you and your customers to save money. You got it? So number 2. Number 3, be attached to the training systems, universities, supervisor masterclass, weekly focus group meetings, 21-day weight loss challenge, online nutrition clubs, health talk, weight loss seminars. You got it? Be attached to the system. Abhi, good news, as David sir rightly told, thanks to this technology, we don't need to have put extra effort to be a part of the training. We just a click of a button. But remember one thing, whenever whenever things are easy, we become lazy. And lazy people are not born to become rich and successful. You want to become rich and successful? Don't do what lazy people do. Make sure be part of the training and support. Number 4, plan with your supervisor. Plan with your supervisor how you can achieve your supervisor level. I did the same 20 years back, and I'm thankful to David sir for pushing me to take that decision. Take that decision. And trust me, a day will come. A day will come. Listen to me. A day will come when you will have your organization event with more than 1,000 people, and maybe you will get a chance to invite David sir to do training for your team. For your team. And isko मालूम है क्या बोलते हैं? 5th, that's from me. Dream big. Why not? Why not? Why not you having 1-day advanced associate training for your organization with more than 1,000 people in your team, and David sir will come and do the training, and you will say on that day, it was 11th April 2021. I was newcomer. I took that decision. I followed the plan. 3 years I achieved my president's team, and I'm so proud to invite one of our mentor to do a training. Imagine. And remember, magic happens to people who believe in magic. Magic happens to people who believe in magic. You got it? And the reason why you should believe in magic is because we have people like this who actually trains us how to make it happen. And thank you very much, David sir. Thank you very much for giving your time, giving your wisdom, giving the plan of action to all of us. And I'm sure many people will remember this evening forever, forever. And guys, this is just the beginning. We crossed more than 1,000 people in the afternoon session. We crossed more than 1,000 people in the evening session. What's happening? I'm telling you, if you think this is out of control, no, this is the beginning of what out of control is going to happen in next few weeks and few months. And मैं आपको इतना ही बोलूंगा, this is the time you should be attached to others. बोलते ना, नजदीक रहोगे तो फायदे में रहोगे. And if you really want to get benefited, make sure be part of us. So thank you very much, all of you, for spending your 3 hours with us. Thank you very much, David sir, for giving your best. Thank you very much, all the people from the backstage who really supported to make this event successful. Wish you all the best. God bless all of you. Have a great evening with your family, and see you all soon in the next Supervisor workshop with Snehal and Rakesh Shetty. Thank you.